Hey guys, okay, I have an update. Actually, my husband just told me on Thanksgiving my mom had left a voicemail on his phone, so I didn't know that. And basically, she also then left one on mine 2 nights ago, saying the exact same thing. It's about my brother's money again, the will that he left money behind for any nieces and nephews that he may have at this time. We didn't have kids at the time, so he left money in the account with hopes that it would go to any nieces and nephews, which is kind of weird because what if none of us had kids? Where would that money go? I have no clue. Anyway, okay, so pretty much I didn't hear back. We didn't hear back. I was pretty much assuming that my sisters probably took all of it instead of dividing it. And but what happened was she's saying she has the money for my kids, but we have to drive down to her house and visit her in order to get the check. First off, you can wire the money, you can do an account transfer. I don't it there's we're not old school here. You don't need to give me a hard check. I'm not driving 4 hours to go see somebody I don't want to see. Sorry, I'm not doing it. Plus with this whole shutdown, who knows? It's more stricter state than ours. You know, I work. I work full time and then I work on another job at home plus my other YouTube channel. So, I'm not going to be quarantined for 2 weeks afterward. I physically do a job where I have to physically be at the job itself. So I'm not going to quarantine myself for 2 weeks after going into this state. I believe there's some kind of rules with that one. I'm not doing it. I have to work. Um, she has no, she does not have a job. I mean, she's retired and my husband did tell her, you can come to us. Well, she doesn't drive freeways, which we already knew that, but please, I'm sure she's got a friend or two who can drive her. But no, that wasn't going to happen. We have to come to her. So that puts us in a dilemma, and an uncomfortable dilemma because it makes us look bad. But it was kind of funny because my husband, when he said, well, you can come here, we will let you come to our house, even though we did not give our address. They did not know exactly where we live. They just have an idea of, they as in my family, they kind of have like what city I'm in or what main city I'm near, but they don't know my address. But we were willing to hand that over for this because even though I say you can stick that money up where the sun don't shine, it's not my money to say that about. It's my kids, so it's kind of wrong. But I feel like she's setting us up for our kids to hate us because if we say no, then it's our fault. But when she said, I can't come there, I don't drive freeways, then my husband's like, well, there's planes and trains and automobiles. I guess he just kind of said something sarcastic back because he's like, you know what? Because she goes, you knew that when you said that. It's like, and you also know you can wire transfer that money. We don't need to have a hardcore check. Who writes checks anymore? Do you guys write checks anymore? I pay my bills online. I think most people do. So, are we in the 50s? I don't get it. Why are you doing this? Why are you playing these games? And personally, why would you force someone to see you if they don't want to? Like, I feel very weird about that. I've always felt weird about forcing family members' kids to give me a hug on the holidays. You know how they force that on, have their kid hug you and their kid's like reluctant. And you're like, yeah, you don't have to do that. Like, they obviously don't want to hug. Like, I'm just not that kind of person to force someone to see me if they don't. So why the hell would she want us to come down there when we don't want to be there? It's going to be a very unpleasant trip. I don't want to ever visit that state ever in my life again. I hate that state. Well, I wouldn't say I hate the whole state. I just hate parts of it, especially the county I came from. I never want to step foot back over there again. Hell to the no. And like I said, money doesn't run me. I mean, if it were my money she was talking about, I would tell her to go stick it where the sun don't shine. Let the greedy ass bitches take it. Because it's funny is that why did my sisters want the money out of my brother's account so bad? Like, it was locked up all these years in some kind of mutual funds account, or I don't know what the hell it was in. But it was some kind of life insurance plan that he had. So I don't know what kind of account that goes into. But with that said, like, don't you have to pay taxes on that when you pull the money out? Like, why did they want that? And I mean, and very greedy. And speaking of that, we all had this like silly little life insurance plan that was like $10 a year. It was some stupid thing. It was part of some alliance through the church my mom went to, and she finally after so many years of us paying it, she had said, you can cash this out now if you want. You don't have to pay the $10 a year. And so immediately my sisters, boom, cashed it out. You know, got their little $600 or whatever it was. I still have it. I'm still paying my $10. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. Like, I'm not, you need the money that bad? Like, and they're living better than I am. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm just not run by that. And I'm glad I'm not, because I'm watching these shows on TV right now. On Oxygen. It's some station that has a lot of crime shows, which I just found out about. It's kind of interesting. And there was one based on the county I came from. And I'm like, ooh, interesting. And it's all based about money. People are killing family members over money, or friends, or whatever it is. It's all money based. I'm like, that's the problem. That's why I don't want to be run by money, because it runs you. And so I'm like, not doing it. So that's a dilemma. She's making us look like we're the bad guys by, we won't have the money if we don't come down to see her. And I'm like, no, it's not going to happen. So anyway, she had some excuse that she had to go. Now is not the time, which is always the usual excuse that she has. She was talking to my husband today because he was trying to, the funny thing is we know about some narcissism now. So we're calling them out on their shit, and they don't like it. So normally they play their head games with me and I fall for it. And then I'm feeling like I'm the crazy one. Then I end up apologizing. Then I give in. And then they shoot at me like, well, you're the reason why this happened. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Now I'm like, I know I'm onto you. I'm onto your tactics. I can predict what you're going to do. And no, I'm not having it. Don't care. And so they don't like that. So this is the last thing she can literally hang over my head, which she's not, but kinda. So if and when that money should come our way, which I don't know, that one I can't predict at the moment, because what I can predict is I'm not coming down there. What I can predict is that she's going to dangle this carrot as long as she can. But I forgot what I was going to say now. Shoot. Anyway, I hate that when I lose my track of mind on what I was going to say. But anyway, I know that, oh yeah. So if we should get the money, that would end any ties, because I know when she dies, I'm sure she wrote me off the will, which I am okay with. I don't want anything. So my sisters can go take it all, because that's what they're going to do. But that is the last dangling carrot. And I know she's going to use that for as long as she possibly can. And I'm not giving any feedback. I'm not responding back to her. I'm not responding back to her. I'm not talking to anybody. So there's no gossip coming on my end. Like, she can keep trying to, start something, but it's not going anywhere. So there you guys go. I just thought I'd give you an update. Hope all is well. And I'll keep you posted on that. And maybe if I remember any other old time stories, good ones to tell, I will throw that up on the channel. Talk to you later.